도슨. 네, 이거 셜록 홈즈예요. 셜록 죄와 벌 시리즈. 글쎄. RTO.
That is not the one I need.
1883년.
That is not the.
뭐야 씨.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one. That is not. That is not the one.
다 없는데? 여기가 아닌가? 뭐야. LB. 아, 이씨 뭐야. 옆에도 있네. 파산법.
That is not the one I
뭐야,
need.
1883년. 아, 도슨 밑에 있구나. 도슨은 넬리건 투자 신탁 파산하다. 넬리건은 실종되어. 코넬 지방에 근간을 뒀던 도슨앤 넬리건 투자 신탁은 떠안은 빚을 감당하지 못한 채로 파산을 신청했으며 지분 매각을 통해 빚을 청산한다고 발표했다. 영국 내에서 23번째로 큰 은행이었으며 기록상으로는 두 번째로 큰 규모의 파산 절차라고 전해진다. 코넬 지방의 유지들에게는 크나큰 악재가 닥친 셈이다. 은행주였던 주슈와 넬리건은 행방불명 상태이다. 노르웨이로의 항해를 준비하던 모습이 마지막으로 목격되었으며 현재 경찰 병력과 채권자들은 그를 수배하고 있다.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what.
파산 사건과 관련된 인이고 쟤는
Time to ask him.
다시 그러면 신문을 하러 가자.
Locked.
여기다. 존 넬리건.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress.
한번 조사를 해보자, 얘에 대해서. 해진 모자. 두더기. 값비싼 소재. 짧은 소매. 둔살. 흉터. 뭐가 더 있는데? 야윈 목덜미. 좋은 옷이지만 고쳐서 사용한 흔적이고, 정교한 단추.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know.
살인사건 앞에
I thought I'd
있었다.
lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh no, I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things
살인
worse.
명단이냐?
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
선원용 칼.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
반지의 각인. 증거 훑어보기. 우선의 친구이자. 이거는 각인이지.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
아버지의 외투? 좋은 건데 두더기?
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting.
소매도 짧지.
It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
What am I doing?
피터 캐리? 넬리건의 수첩. 사건이 발생한 이후 겉면이 피로 얼룩진 수첩은 피웅덩이 위로 떨어졌다. 수첩은 넬리건의 소주. 피터 캐리는 칼을 들고 있었지만 사용할 틈이 없었다. 살해범의 행동이 그만큼 빨랐음을 의미한다. 왠지 넬리건 수첩이랑 재빠른 행동 같은데? 아니야? 그거 아까 얘 아니야? 넬리건? 사건에 침입한 이유는 피웅덩이에서 수첩을 건져내기 위함이었다. 분명 침입자에게도 혐의점이 있을 것이다.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
간장을 태했고 10종 몰락했고 손질을 했고 신체 조건이 좋진 않아서 근데 저런 애가 사람을 벽에까지 뚫을 정도로 했다는 게 좀 그런데 여긴 뭐야 일부하는 곳이네
Mr. Holmes? At your service, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes?
레스트레이드 경감 만나야 할 것 같은데? 여기 증거실이고
Locked.
Mr. Holmes?
뭐야 피터 넬슨 다 안 맞네 재빠르 침입자랑 재빠른 이것도 안 맞아 단서가 더 필요하다. 알고 있니 너는?
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be that he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
담배를 끊었다. 근데 담배 지갑 있었다.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book.
양철 상자?
Kept his papers
그거
there.
없어졌던데?
It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Thank you, madam.
그래, 사라진 양철. 그런데 담배를 끊었어. 근데 담배 지갑 있었어. 아니네. 씨. 아, 뭐야. 단서도 아니고.
Harpoons for hunting. 1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
피터 캐리는 죽은 애고.
Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away. Log notes for August. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very
CPR?
recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
같이 항해했던 사람을 한 명 찾아야 한다. 위긴스에게 바다 유니콘 선원 수색을 맡기십시오. 위긴스는 베이커가 근처에 있습니다. 오케이. 지도도 있는데?
Hammerfest.
끝이야?
Dundee. It's a whaling map.
레자비 지도. 오케이. 베이커가로 가서 위긴스한테
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him. Watson, I need Wiggins. Is he anywhere nearby?
He's right across the...
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
플라스트레이드 경감. 그러면은 경찰국으로 다시 가고.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, he
편지?
was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
여유로운 거 봐, 셜록 역시.
These are the suspect's belongings. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
9문짜리? 그 아까 살해 현장에서는 8문짜리를 발견했다. 이게 편지구나.
Stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
시약으로 지워야 한다. 신문하려면 먼저 시약으로 편지를 읽어야 할 것 같은데? 또 화학하면은 셜록이지. 화학약품이
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used.
전부 활용해라.
Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent. First condition, all 7 reagents.
7개를 순서대로 먼저 넣고
Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the third.
순서대로 하나 다 넣어야지.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
뭐야?
First condition, all 7 reagents.
아,
should be
전부
used.
활용해라.
Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence.
세 번째로 넣어라. 아, 이해했어. 파란색을 먼저 넣어야 돼. 파란색을 먼저 넣고 가운데 뭔지 모르는 거 2개를 먼저 넣은 다음에 주황색을 넣는 거야. 근데 주황색은 세 번째로 넣어야 하니까 일단 주황색 빼고 주황색은 세 번째로 넣으니까 일단 빼고 그다음에 주황색을 넣으면 된 거 같은데? 이거 된 거야? 난 무색을 딱 넣어주면
I need to prepare a
Wow.
chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
근데 7개 다 사용해야 하는 거구나. 잘못했네 그럼. 좀 망했는데?
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning.
오케이. 다스하는 그 소리구나. 그러면은 회색, 주황색 놔두고 일단은 청색은 먼저 넣는 게 맞는 것 같은데? 먼저 넣고 집어넣고 노란색, 주황색 하나 넣고 세 번째로 만들면 되는 거니까. 그럼 파란색 하나 넣고 주황색 하나 넣고 흰색 하나 넣으면은
No, something isn't right. I need to
아이씨.
start the reaction from the beginning again.
이거 무조건 주황색, 흰색, 주황색, 흰색 넣으라는 소리인가 보네. 그러면은 파란색 넣고 파란색 넣고는 주황 세 번째로 해야 돼. 잠깐만, 파란색 넣고 세 번째로니까 세 번째 넣을 때 파란색을 넣어야겠네. 파란색 넣고 주황흰색, 주황흰색. 됐다. 이거 된 거다. 됐습니다.
Done. Now I can proceed further. Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
조작감 힘들구만. 당신 말들
You asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
당신 말대로 잘 숨겨뒀어. 하지만 다시 생각해줬으면 좋겠어. 우리끼리 맹세했잖아. 당신을 위해서라면 무슨 짓을 할 수 있어. 이렇게 리암 허틀리가 아내랑 짜고 죽인 건가?